Today we're going to talk a little bit about learning management systems, and sometimes these are called course management systems, or CMS, or LMS, and really what I'd like to just briefly discuss is a few of the predecessors to what we're going to be using for this class. Now, Blackboard has been sort of the industry standard for quite some time. Blackboard is what a lot of universities use. It's a service that you have to pay for and build and create your classes. There's definitely a significant amount of management that goes on with it. I would say that Blackboard still continues to be sort of the industry standard when it comes to universities and their type of course management. Years after Blackboard was developed, there was an open source alternative that was created called Moodle, and Moodle does similar things to what Blackboard does. You set up your courses and all those kind of things, and it does require a significant amount of management. But it's basically a free alternative to Blackboard. Moodle also has some different features. It's more easily programmable. You can have your own tech, and you could be creating the classes to look how you want, set up standards for your school and things like that, and manage your courses through Moodle. While after Moodle was around, Edmodo was something that gained a lot of popularity, and it was pretty much for the Facebook style look and feel for the course management. And this was very popular, especially in the lower grades in elementary and even middle school. And Edmodo enabled students to do a lot of interaction with each other in addition to turning in assignments and things like that. Really hugely popular with a lot of schools, and that popularity inspired a competitor which is called Schoology. And Schoology, along with Edmodo, is free, and it's something that you can use as a teacher, you can use it as a school without having to pay a cent for, and you can have your students all signed up and participating in your courses through that medium. Schoology and Edmodo both also have purchases for, or I guess you could, I should say, you can get a school license, and this gives you a whole lot more features. And in fact, Schoology has synchronization with different student information services like PowerSchool and things like that. And you can sync those up so that they're pushing and pulling information amongst the two different platforms, which is really convenient. Not too long ago, a few years back, the big player in the game, Google, decided to put out a classroom management or a learning management system called Google Classroom. And Google Classroom is the one that we're going to be using for this course. I will give you a brief demo of what Google Classroom does, and then if you want to know a little bit more how you can use it in your classroom as a teacher, take a look at the Google Classroom video that I have in a playlist here in my channel. And that's a nice introduction for a variety of features that you can use with your students regardless of what grade level that they are in or what subject. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with Google Classroom. So when you go to classroom.google.com, as you see here that I have in the Omnibar, it'll give you this basic page. And if you have already signed up for a course or you are teaching a course, it will show up here in the menu. These are the 3 courses that I've used here with at UNI, and this is the course that this is the course for the class for summer of 2018. Notice just from the basic screen, I can see we've got 8 students in the course. I can also see that there are some upcoming assignments that are due. And if I go ahead and click into here, it takes me into this page. And before I talk about the stream, what I want to do is I just want to talk about the About. Because the About is a really nice section where you can add a lot of different things to your course that are just always there. So for example, notice I have the link for my YouTube channel where you can find these videos and others for the course. I have a link to the Flipboard, our writing guidelines. Don't forget, use those writing guidelines or you will be penalized in your grade. And then, of course, the syllabus. You can add all different kinds of things here, and it's really simple to add stuff. You just click on Add Class Materials. Actually, you can't do this in any class that you're not a teacher in. Only the teachers have the ability to do this. But you can see you can add any link, anything from Google Drive, YouTube video, or attachment. Actually, I went link and attachments backwards, but that's okay. So we've got attachments here, so that could be a PDF or something else, and then a link to a specific website. You can add whatever you want there, which is really nice. You also have a Drive folder that you probably won't need to even think about as a student, but as a teacher, one of the things that's really nice about Google Classroom is that it puts everything in one place. And then also a classroom calendar, which basically is going to show just what's due, unless you put any other time-sensitive announcements in there. So now if I click there at the top, I can see my different classes, or I can go straight to whichever class I'd like. I'm not going to show you the students tab just because all of my students' names are going to pop up in there. But basically what it does is it shows each of the students, and I can look at you individually and look at your work and check your work. Now, the area in Google Classroom where you're going to spend the most time is in the stream, which is where I am right here. So I'm in the stream. And just like Facebook and several other social media sites, Google Classroom posts the most recent posting at the top. So you'll see this was posted May 26th. I can give it a tag, like what does this fall under, and then I can go ahead and I can post what the assignment is, and I can see how many people have done it, how many people haven't done it, and how many I've graded and returned, which is really nice. You won't get that view of this. You can also post different documents, just like in the About page. It can be links, it can be YouTube, it can be PDFs, or whatever you'd like to put. And then you as students can go ahead and add class comments here if you would like to, and those can be seen by everyone in the class. And then here's some of the other ones. Now, what I would recommend is that if you're just starting out in the class, you would want to scroll all the way to the bottom and start at the first thing that was posted, and then work your way back up to the top and get caught up. And I'll be posting more assignments on a regular basis. But what's important for you is just to be able to go ahead and you can click on this. And for me, it's going to show the different students. So I'm going to click off of that real quick. But for you, it would just give you the place where you can post your whatever's required to post. And one of the nice things is you can just click on Done and tell the teacher that you're done with the assignment, or if you turn something in, then it automatically shows that you're done. And that's why you see some of these here that show for me as being done. One of the things that I really like is in the discussions. If you post a discussion, then you can interact with your classmates and you can answer what they have to say, just like any type of post that you would see on Facebook. Someone can make a comment, someone can comment on that comment, and it can go on pretty much indefinitely. Just so you know, some of the different things that I can post here in the stream, I can create an announcement, which is basically just I'm pushing out some type of information. I can create an assignment, which is nice because that gives me the opportunity to actually put some points to it, to grade it and give you some feedback. A question is really what it is, basically just what a discussion post is, and then I can reuse a post if I wanted to do that. All right, so that's really kind of the basics. You can see what's upcoming just like you could in the main screen. And as I add more to this course, you will see I'll have Module 1, Module 2, etc. in there. All of this is editable. I can change my theme. I can change the colors. The colors actually change automatically based on whatever photo I have here. And I think that's pretty much everything you need to know for now about Google Classroom. Like I said, if you would like a little bit more information on how to use it as a teacher, then take a look at that video in my playlist.